Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Never Open Podcast, the podcast open to everyone, especially evil. Come back! Come back! My name is Luke. I am your host of the Never Open Podcast, and with me, as always, is Mr. Andy. Sally, Mr. Andy.
Luke, it's been a few weeks since Wrestle Kingdom. We were very high on Wrestle Kingdom. Our last episode was extremely positive. How do we feel about New Japan now? Today, we're going to find out as we join the road to the new beginning, 2026 in progress.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm still processing some things. Like, I'm a little devastated in a way, just a bit by some of the news. But sometimes I wake up to bad news because I have friends in different time zones. Everyone. America, of course, here with Mr. Andy, people in the UK because of the Doctor Who podcast and things like that. I will wake up sometimes to bad news. This person has died, or this bad thing's happened. And then I woke up this morning, yesterday morning, no one's died. That's great. Awesome. I'm happy about that. But Evil's left New Japan. I'm like, no! Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's bad news. Maybe we got more bad news to share. We'll see.
Yay! On the Never Open Podcast. It's the bum you out podcast. All right, but there are ways you can contact and interact with us and cheer us up, I guess, if you wish to. We're on the Blue Sky. I am at Grumpy2EB. Mr. Guy is at Adrucifer Tweets. Collectively, we are at neveropenpod.bluesky.social. If you want to send us a written or voice email, you can do that too. neveropenpod@gmail.com. If you got any of that Sasha Banks money, kick it our way. We have a Teespring store where you can buy merch that'll make you look never as fuck. And watch me, do this intro pretty good this time on the YouTubes. Hello, Never Open Podcast on the YouTube. Hi. See how depressed I am. Hello.
Luke, we got 3 shows to talk about today. One is Blue Justice, and the other 2 are, Road 2 shows proper. We do have some story stuff that happened, but before we get to any of that, the news, there are a few things in the news. Let me tell you a funny thing real quick that you don't know about. So, AJ Styles, famous for wrestling in Japan, one of the many gaijin that went over and made his name and came back and got paid. He is going to retire soon. And Shinsuke Nakamura kind of like had met with him, or they had a match recently or something like that. And then he posted on Instagram like, oh, it sucks so bad that like the Royal Rumble is going to be your last match. And that really sucks. And I really liked wrestling you. You're the best and all this shit. Well, that's not announced. That's his last match. He has a like career versus something match with Gunther. So Nakamura like deleted it right away, but that shit was out there. Pretty funny. So.
Can't delete stuff on the internet. You think you can, but the word's out. People saw it. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
They did a funny spot in that match. So I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched some of it. So in prior matches, AJ Styles had fired the gun at him, Bullet Club style, and Nakamura grabbed the bullet out of the air and eat it. This time he grabbed the bullet out of the air and he held it close to his heart.
Aww.
And then he spoiled shit on Instagram.
That's fucking funny. That's really funny. They don't do slip ups like that often, or do they? Not that I noticed.
I don't know. What's the bad news, Luke?
Well, the bad news that is, Evil's left New Japan, and I can hear listeners being like, "Yeah, so." And then I'm like, well, why are you listening to this podcast for? You must be on Bizarro Planet, according to me. Because I love him. I have multiple t-shirts of that guy. He's like one of my favorites. I liked his Never style, and I like just how creative he is as this leader / heel / bump machine that he's turned into. And I'm going to miss him.
Yeah. It sucks. It leaves a big hole Here's some positive things about this. One is that you like wrestlers that go out on their back, right? Well, I don't think there was like a cooler way you could go out than putting over one of the future top guys of the company in a big way at the biggest show of the year. That's
And it was
fucking
for our
cool.
title, so
That's fucking cool. You
and
know
it was
what I
for the
mean?
Never Gold.
So,
So like, yeah, I kind of feel looking back now, I'm like, all right, that's a bit more special to me. Yeah.
that match felt, different a little bit too. And Evil hasn't done shit since. So, it's like,
Yeah, they're
what?
usually really quick to put him in a feud, aren't
Right. Yeah. It's the first
Mhm.
time he hasn't had a storyline like ever since he turned heel.
they? Since he turned heel, yeah.
Yeah. That's a shame we're going to leave him. Yeah, he's going to leave. It's just another, turnover for New Japan. And there's lots of that. And we're getting used to it. And we've gotten used to it. But like, that's all of the former LIJ guys except for Hiromu, who is also rumored to leave. And who else is left? There's one guy left, and I can't remember what his name is, but
Shingo.
yeah, Shingo. There we go. So and Suji, is of course not going anywhere for now. But it sucks. But at the same time, you gotta think has something to do with Naito. You know what I mean? You gotta say there's been a lot of talk about the wrestlers don't like the office. And that might be one of the reasons they decided to hire Tanahashi as the president to become a liaison, because the people in the office don't get along with the wrestlers don't get along with people in the office, and that's why a lot of these folks have left, supposedly, including Okada and Naito, and now they're losing other top guys. It's unfortunate, but man, is it a problem they can fix? Maybe that would be cool. We could work on this problem.
Yes.
Fix it, please.
Step one, hire Tanahashi. Okay, cool. You've done step one. There's more steps. Like,
yeah,
you can't. It's not just a one-step program. You got to. Yeah, it's interesting though. But you're right. It is LIJ guys. Like very recently, Sonata's just left weirdly. Now Evil has, but they're all going in different directions though. Like you're telling me that there's strong indicator Evil's going to join the misses over in the WWE. So Naito's group might be leaving, but they're all going in different directions, I guess. That leads me. I said before I knew any of this. This is my reaction video, I guess. Everyone on the YouTubes, but because I'm finding some of this out now. I like doing it that way sometimes. Like Andy hits me at the news, but I jokingly said to you yesterday, they should have just paid Naito what he wanted.
I mean, like I said, there might be something to that. It might have been Naito took a stand and was like, listen, I want these dates. I want this much money. And they said no. And that's led to some of these other folks leaving. It could be, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Naito is liked backstage. I don't know. We don't know any of that shit. So like we have our toe dipped in to backstage stuff a little bit, just a pinky toe, you know what I mean? But I don't want to dip my whole foot in, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we're not a good source for this kind of news because we don't really know what's going on. But I would wager that anyone else who says they do are probably just guessing.
Do you remember? I'm probably reading too much into this, and I don't care. Whatever. That's what podcasts are.
Yeah.
But remember all those shows where either Naito wasn't even booked, but he'd come out and just take a seat, and he'd get maybe the biggest pop of the night. Do you think that was Naito just being like, watch this. Here's my value right here. Dun, 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 fucking crowd's going nuts. I'm just going to sit down. Okay, Mr. Naito. Yeah. We saw that a number of times. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it could be they literally booked him for commentary so they could sell tickets, too. I don't know. There's a lot of things. I know that, they do advertise talent. Obviously their website a lot of times has every match that's supposed to be coming up for a certain set of shows. So, when they can't deliver on those matches, they feel the announcers always seem embarrassed. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how it reads too with their announcement about Evil. It's like, listen, we're really sorry. We thought we could work something out, but we can't. So, like, sorry to the fans who were looking forward to see Evil. We wish him well in his future endeavors. So, gave him the future endeavors thing.
Look, if Evil's feeling frustrated, I could see him just be like, "Yeah, see ya, I'm off. I get to work at the same place as my wife does. So, see ya." Yeah.
There are rumors about a lot of other people leaving. Dan Maloney, David Finley, various others. Well, it's just kind of like next week we'll know, right? So Gabe Kidd, that's another name that's out there too, of course. And like next week we'll know who's staying and who's going. So at this point, it's guessing, about all those other folks.
Wasn't it you who cynically and rightfully said one episode that Gabe Kidd talks up how much he loves New Japan so much that he's definitely going to leave at some point?
Well, I just know that somebody like Tony Khan, they love a guy like Gabe Kidd. And, he's appeared on their television show many times when he had no storyline whatsoever. They just wanted to get him on TV so they could introduce him. So why are they doing that? It's not to get eyes on New Japan. You know what I mean? It's not so people watch his match in New Japan if he ever has another one. You know what I mean?
Nope.
It's none of that. So it's a shame that we don't get a big send-off for Evil. You know what I mean? Because that could be fun. I mean, we kind of did, but we didn't know it was the send-off. So, that's one part that sucks. On the same show where Tanahashi had 2 hours of programming, maybe longer, dedicated to him leaving wrestling, Evil did get a huge spot on the show, but there was no send off. So... Oh boy. That's not good.
So we did watch these 3 shows. One was Blue Justice, NCC 74656.
Oh, really? Which is that from Enterprise or?
No, that's Voyager.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I did have to look that up though. Oh. For some reason, I've watched all of Voyager. Do you think the NCC thing stuck in my head?
I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't
what's the Enterprise D? What is that?
It's NC 117D. So NCC 1701D. There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
I used to have the tech manual when I was a kid.
You don't need to super remember it. You could piece it together. I saw you do it. You know what it is. See, no one knows the Voyager one. And they don't start it here, but there will be a Young Lion Cup, so we'll talk about some of that stuff.
Interesting thing too. I'm pretty sure this is from memory, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure this is the venue where Zane J and Matsumoto actually debuted. It's in Chiba Sakura Civic Gymnasium, and it's got a specific look. It's the one with the windows. The venues never have windows because they're in the bottom of a submarine in the dishwasher.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
This time, this place has these big windows and they're covered. But I remember one time they were open or something, and it's a very specific looking venues. And I'm pretty sure that's where these guys started. I wonder if any of the Young Lions are going to step up and get into some stories, to kind of help sell merch and to help with some of these vacancies. We'll see.
Also, we might need to bump some wrestlers up. So we need to put Young Lions in groups so we have a jobber in every group. This is exactly what we need, right now. Yeah. Look, I'm not against it because maybe you and I will finally, it'll click for us and we'll love it. But they are kind of slowly starting to kind of push bag a little bit, just up from where he was as jobber of group. So it's fine. If they got something for him and we like what he does, okay, fine. But it's bag.
We'll see.
I did like though that Tiger and Zane J in the opening match, they the double submission spot is the spot where it's the crowd start to go, yeah, oh my god, no, yeah, the submissions, yeah, both of you tap, yay, and then they reach the ropes and then we move on. Except in this match, Tiger and Zane J both tap out. Don't know which one was legal, but that happened
So
and it made me laugh.
that means that Tiger Mask was tapping out to Fujita then. So that's cool. I
Yeah.
like that. That's interesting. They probably forgot who was legal. But anyway, so we also had Murashima, Wato, and Yo. One of these things is not like the other. Daiki Nagai, Oscar, and Yuto Ice, and I love that trio. That trio is awesome. And Oscar, of course, pins Murashima after they hit him with
chokes him out.
Is like, yeah, that was it's that move's called the Nightmare too, by the way. Just go sleep. Go sleepy.
I think it would be quite nightmarish to have someone who's like 14 foot tall choke me. Yeah. Oh, I agree. It's well named. So
would it be scarier, more nightmarish if someone who was like 3'10" was choking you with the strength of someone who is 14 feet tall, like the Leprechaun or some shit, Yeah,
but the Leprechaun's a horror character. Like I'd love to.
You don't think Oscar's a horror character?
Oh, dude, yeah.
He would beg to differ,
Oscar's the big giant dude in one of those Resident Evils that's like walking through the house and you have to kind of like go into the save points to hide from him and stuff. What was that? The Nemesis dude? Is that guy? Is that him?
Absolutely.
You're like, I don't know.
Never played those games. They're a little clunky when they first came out, and I'm just like, this is
tank controls.
This is cool. I don't know.
Yeah, it's supposed to provide atmosphere. Instead, it provides PlayStation with more money because people throw their controllers and need new ones.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did have El Desperado, Taguchi, and Yasuda versus Doki Show and Kanemaru. They're building up the Doki Despy stuff, and holy fuck, lots of balls. Lots of ball pain on Taguchi the whole match. And then Kanemaru taps out Yasuda with a figure four. I like it when he breaks. He gets the odd win with the figure four. It's good.
Yeah, I want to talk about Doki more later.
Same.
But next week we have Matsumoto, who debuted here, I think, way higher on the card than Zane J. I wonder if Zane J will be mad about that. But Matsumoto's tagging with Fisherman. And they're facing Hartley Jackson, Rihoi Iwa, and Zack Sabre Jr. Hartley Jackson gets the win, right? I like that, man. He hits the Death Valley Bomb on Matsumoto. I dig that. We're giving him like the job of TMDK now is to protect Hartley from getting pinned. You know what I mean? So it's like they don't, because he's been the fall guy. They're like, no, we can't lose these titles. Hartley can't lose this title. That's kind of what this is, right? I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, I like it too. I know that you could probably position Zack Sabre Jr. and Iwa better in different divisions and stuff like that. I understand that, but I wanted this trade to last a little longer because it was just so fun to see Big Jag with a belt and a big smile on his face and stuff. But anyway, we got Shota Umino, Yuya Uemura, and Sho Makato versus Ishii, Taichi, and Mr. Bread. We got Chumpy out here. And look, there's a dangerous suplex. It's awesome by Taichi on Sho Makato. I feel bad for Yuya and Shota because I understand this is a feud built around getting these two over or further up. And I just hear the crowd in all of these previews and the tag match that we'll talk about very soon. Yeah, they're all cheering for Taichi and Ishii.
Yeah. I think part of that, though, is that even though Taichi and Ishii are the champions, they're kind of the underdog in the situation a little bit, right? So I think that's a part of it. Plus, they wrestle with emotion. So then we have this big 10-man tag, I guess. It's Gedo, Ishimori, Hiromu, Shingo, and Tsuji facing the likes of United Empire, headed up by Jake Lee, Callum Newman, Great-O-Khan, Akira, and Bag. And of course, Bag's getting heated up. He gets the win on Gedo with a move called the Imperial Prison.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. Is that Jacob's Ladder? Are we calling it the Imperial Prism, not prison? If it was the Imperial Prism, I like that better. But that has to be like a high flying move or something. You know what I mean? Or something wide somehow. I don't know.
I mean, like, I would have just gone with the bag theme. Like, it's the handbag. You know, like,
lean into it. You know,
just fanny pack, different kinds of bags.
Bum
paper
bag.
Plastic.
I like the bum bag. It's funny. Yeah. So nothing else happens here, right? That was it.
No, but what I am liking is this kind of build up of tension between Yota Tsuji and Jake Lee. I think it's well done, and it'll boil over very soon. And the main event, of course, it's going to have Mr. Nagata in it. It is Blue Justice, whatever Voyager's number plate was, whatever. It's Yuji Nagata, the Wolfman, our champion, with Toriano and Bolton Oleg versus Evil. Miss you. Ren Narita, Yujiro, who will never leave, and Dick Togo. It's Tanahashi on commentary, and I'm like, dude, you just retired.
Yeah.
Fuck off for a couple months. Stay backstage.
Well, I thought he was going to do it at the new or whatever the day after Wrestle Kingdom. I was going to come out and do your death. But he has a haircut now. What do you think, Luke?
I think he could do anything with his hair, and it would be cooler than anything I could ever do with my hair.
Yeah, that's not what I asked. I mean,
I like the longer hair better.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he looks like a mark now, you know?
Looks like a mark.
The reaction for Aaron Wolf was big time. I think he got the biggest pop of the night. So just walking out there. So that whatever they're doing with him is working. I didn't know this was going to be one of the last Evil matches I saw.
Nope, me neither. But we get to see some fun stuff, like the crowd going nuts when there's dick to dick on the Wolf. The crowd's not happy about that, which means they're invested in this kid. All right, cool, awesome. Then they do one to Nagata after Togo does the salute as well. So that was funny. But the Wolfman, he taps Dick out with that choke. It's like a triangle figure 4, like choke around the neck, head, arms, and stuff. It's pretty cool.
There's a classic New Japan wrestler, one of the bigger dudes, Hashimoto, maybe one of those guys, and he used to do that move. So it's like a callback to one of those, like, you know, shooter guys from the past. Remember, there was a guy, I can't remember what his name is, and I feel terrible because he wrestled Daniel Bryan a bunch of times at Ring of Honor, and there's a famous picture of him with the headband around his head. You know, you know I'm talking about, that guy. So I'm pretty sure it's him that they're kind of like stealing some moves from for young.
If you know who that is, listener, send all your letters to the Never Open Podcast.
Yeah, you can send emails too. You don't have to send letters. You know, you can. Well, I guess the email's made up of letters if it's written properly. So, Luke, that was the end of Blue Justice, but we had something amazing happen. We had a return. There is a young wrestler who got injured last year or some time, and we haven't seen him in a long time. And thank goodness he came back on this night. It was Tenzan. Tenzan was back, and he comes in, gets a huge reaction. It was almost bigger than might have been bigger than Yuji Nagata's reaction. And he was also celebrating his 35th year in the business at the show. And so they gave him flowers and stuff like Tanahashi's retirement, but it's like a happy flowers thing. You know, I thought that was cool. So
that was nice. You told me, make sure you stay to the end. There's an amazing return. I'm watching the end and I'm thinking, like, who the fuck could this be? Is it Tenzan? Oh, yeah, it's Tenzan. All right.
I was good to see it. I was happy to see him, you know, but it's just funny because it was like they made a big stink about it. And Tenzan almost looked like he was in real time shoehorning himself into the show. He wasn't, but it looked like that a little bit. It was funny.
Like Nagata said, we're doing this 10 minutes ago, and he's like, I don't want to. All right, okay, it's gonna be awkward, but all right. The show's called Blue Justice, but I guess I'll steal your limelight, whatever.
That's pretty funny.
Look how slim and jacked I fucking look.
He definitely is slim.
He's looking great. I hope it's good slim, like fit slim, but yeah.
His head still is the same size.
It looks weird.
So,
Yeah.
oh man, there's in that show Boardwalk Empire, one of the like gangsters from New York comes in and he's talking to Nucky. And he's like, "You're just a breadstick with a bow tie," and I love that. That's kind of what it looked like a little bit. So, next, Luke, we have another show. This is we're joining the road to the new beginning in Processor in you know, and it's at Kurgan Hall. Not a good draw for this show. It was, I mean, a lot of empty seats, and we didn't even get the shot up the you know, balcony to see all the empty seats up there.
It's not much brawling in the crowd either.
Yeah, they didn't want to show that. But the next night, they draw well. It's like, so this show begins the Young Lion Cup. It's been a long time since they've done the Young Lion Cup, and typically it was a separate show, and they would feature, like, that was one of the first New Japan shows where they would feature talent from other promotions and stuff. And they'd have like all these people you never heard of and never heard from again come in and wrestle a little bit. And the Young Lions would have a tournament. And that's what's going on here. The winner gets something. I think they get to leave or something. I don't know what happens, but maybe the winner gets a match versus somebody. But the first match of the Young Lion Cup is Yasuda versus Matsumoto. Now, Yasuda has the edge experience-wise. I think they're equal, like ring-wise, though, because Matsumoto or Yasuda's moves still look real bad, and I don't know, man. I don't know about him, but he's got a good look. We'll see. You know, I think I don't know. Maybe he's hiding something. So, you know, Matsumoto is, you know, doesn't have as much experience, so he of course gets grabbed the fuck out. But it was a Young Lion match. They went almost the full time limit, you know, which it's 10 minutes, I guess. So they went like 8.5 minutes. It's fine. Yasuda's going to win. We're not going to get many surprises in this Young Lion Cup, you know.
It's an elimination tournament, dude. They had no time limit. But, you know, they're still going under 10 minutes. So, you know.
It says no time limit. You're right. My bad.
Yeah. So I have more notes than I expected for this match, but it's kind of cool. We have Daiki Nagai versus Zane J. So Daiki Nagai, you know, he's about to grab Zane the fuck out. Callum Newman comes out and kind of messes with him. Callum slips Zane in a chair, and Zane uses it. By the way, I've noticed for all four of these Young Lion Cup matches, sorry, I brain farted there, that Red Shoes is refed all four.
Yes.
I love that. It gives them, it makes it feel like a really big deal for them. It's not as cool as Marty, but I understand what they're going for.
There's two reasons
really cool,
why it's awesome. Two reasons why it's awesome. We'll get to another reason why, but I like this a lot. What did Zane J do with the chair?
He fucking smacked Daiki Nagai with it, and he's like, "Yep, cool. Hey, if Zane thinks he's going to have some guys that have got his back, all right, cool. I'll do that. Why not? I like it. It's good."
So he has joined United Empire, much
That's
like
right.
Daiki Nagai joined LIJ, right? So it's a similar kind of thing. All of the Young Lions now have T-shirts as well. Like I said, they're trying to fill a little gap, you know, with merch sales, because I think people will buy those, right? You know, especially Kurgan Hall folks. So they debut them there. You know, the Young Lion Cup is there. I love that.
You could have the Young Lion shirt for a guy who's going to be like, you know, the world champion in about 6 years.
Yes, exactly. You could have Tanahashi's T-shirt and you don't even know it. And maybe you get some sweat on it and then you hold on to that, put it in a sealed bag, you know, so you can sell it on eBay one day or show your grandchildren. So
you can take some of the sweat smell.
Yeah, retain it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about retention.
The bouquet.
Ew. Oh, we got 10-man tag coming up here, Luke. It's Master Huato, Yo, Toriano, El Desperado, and Edward Munster. And they're facing the team of House of Torture, the second to last match for Evil in New Japan. You know, it's Dick Togo, Yujiro, Doki, Ren Narita, and Evil. Now, Master Huato gets the big win with the Vendaval on Dick Togo. They had some problems in this match there at the end. They could not get on the same page, man, to do the finish. It was like, guys, what is going on? And like, Dick Togo was trying to bully Wato, but Wato wasn't letting him bully him. It's kind of cool cool, actually. There was like a little thing going on there in the ring, and Wado was like, "Cool, take this Rosita Mente and take it on your fucking back of your neck." Oh, it's great.
Put some extra stank on this in a
He
rando
did.
tag match.
That was funny. So he gets the win. That was a match that we watched, and we also, of course, got Ren Narita beating on, Edward Munster because they're going to wrestle.
That's right. And next we've got Yota Tsuji, Shingo, Hiromu, Taiji Shimura, and Gato versus Jake Lee, Callum Newman, Great O'Khan, Akira, and Bag. I like seeing Akira get wins. It's better than Bag getting them. So he has a he used this kind of new move. I know straight away. I don't think they did name the move, but I thought I was about to say I think Chris straight away named it, but he said it's some kind of modified version of his usual finish. So I guess that's what he's going for in the future. And Jake
on the
Lee,
website, they call it the Emerald Flosion. That's an All Japan move from way back in the day that you see Taichi bust out every once in a while in honor. So I'm not sure if it was that or not, though.
But Jake Lee at the end, he chokes Yota Tsuji out, and that's a bit of a preview of something that we might get to the next night. Yeah.
What do you think of Jake Lee's? Hey, I'm the guy from It. I'm Pennywise. He does the Pennywise dance. Have you noticed that?
No, but I'm going to keep an eye out for it now.
He did it at Wrestle Kingdom after he beat up Tsuji, and then he did it this night too. And it's like, what is going on? It's like he doesn't move quick ever, right? Everything is slow, and all of a sudden he's doing this goofy dance in the ring. It's like, I like Jake Lee. I hope that he is successful in New Japan. I have a feeling. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want this. But I have a feeling in a couple of years, we'll be like, man, they really botched that Jake Lee thing, didn't they? That just never worked out. You know what I mean? I just have a feeling that's what's going to happen. I don't like that. That makes me upset because I like him. How about a singles match, Luke? This is like the old, tag. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I was just going to say, I think Jake Lee wants to be a wrestler who has that accolade that Kojima has and a few other wrestlers have, Keiji Muto and stuff like that. That's having been like a triple crown. So he's done All Japan. He's had the GHC.
They all want.
I think he wants the IWGP. Yeah, he wants to complete the set. Hey, he'll want to. They want it to work because look at the feud he's got now, and he'll want it to fucking work too if he wants to get that that triple crown. Yeah, he will be champion if it works. If it works, he will be champion at some point.
So Fujita and Robbie Eagles are the tag champions, and they're going to face Sho and Kanemaru or something. So we got to have them in singles matches. And here we go. We got Fujita versus Sho and a singles match. And it is, of course, a DQ finish. Sho wins because Kosei Fujita gets caught using the Black Mirror on Sho. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And, and then I like this stuff. This is fun. And of course, it rolls right into the next match, right? So
of course,
they love doing this shit with the junior tags. So
yeah, it's either a junior tag thing or a kind of Bullet Club / House of Torture thing. So I guess it's related, yeah. So it does turn into Kanemaru versus Robbie Eagles, and I really enjoyed this. Marty's here for both. Marty's here for this one, and what I really liked about it is, man, they really could have booked Kanemaru stronger anytime they ever wanted, couldn't they? And now maybe he's a bit too old, I guess. It's a shame because he's still got it. He never lost it. And I just have a blast watching him and Robbie do it. And then I get the surprise because, you think, all right, Kanemaru's losing here. So one each, right? No. Whiskey Spit, 1, 2, 3. Kanemaru pins Robbie Eagles. Cool.
Yeah, House of Torture ran the table on TMDK in this, match, these set of matches here, which is pretty fun. I like Kanemaru too. I don't think he has either another GHC junior title in him or another IWGP junior title in him one time before he retires, guaranteed.
Well, he hasn't been a singles IWGP New Japan champion yet.
Really?
Yeah, as far as I know. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
That makes my face hurt.
It does, right? Yeah, like any meme with some kid has like lemons or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a meme, but it's me. So it's
Yeah.
not.
It's
Luke,
a mean.
Stank Belt title match.
Yeah.
I don't
This
care.
went how I imagined it.
But it's very
Yeah.
good. It's very
Yeah.
good. And TMDK, they're gonna face Fisherman and Bolton Oleg. And listen, I don't like Fisherman, but Bolton Oleg with them, like he's learning how to win. He's learning how to get over with the Japanese fans. This is good for him. And that team is kind of like, okay, they're gonna win everything, right? So they won. Of course, Goto pins Rihua Iwa after GTR or the Shota thing with the dive and all that. And that's a shame. I hate to see Rihua Iwa get pinned, but they like protected Hartley in this match.
That was the surprise for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching this match and I'm thinking like, all right, I guess our guy Hartley Jackson got his moment, and here he is. He's about to get like the triple team finisher, and it's over. And it's nope. Goto pinned Iwa after their triple team and then a GTR. I was like, okay.
I like Goto with the stank belts. Here's why. He can't go after any like big time belts. Like keep him where he's at. Like that's fine. Maybe they're trying to build him back up again, but I mean, maybe New Japan knows that his fragile body will fail him and fail all of the members of the Goto Revolution. How's that going, folks? Goto Revolution. Stank belt.
You fucking love it.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
Oh, yeah. And hey, it's fine. Next, we've got, in a way, where we see it as where they should be, but also kind of a promotion for Bolton Oleg. I think he'll learn a lot. He'll learn some pretty good ropes from Goto. Let's face it, he's a good wrestler. I know you don't want to hear that, but he is. And then he'll also,
listening.
And then at the same time, he'll learn what not to do by teaming up with Yoshihashi. So he's going to get, here's what you do, and then here's the bad example of what not to do. And in that mix, he's going to become like they're the manure, and he's like the fucking flower that's going to bloom, right?
Or the hallucinogenic mushroom, that might be better. But it's like when you start a new job, right? And or you're training somebody on a job, and you're telling them what the rules are and everything. But as soon as the managers are away, okay, here's how we really do things. That's what happens when Goto. They're all hanging out. Yoshihashi goes to the bathroom. Goto's like, listen, all right, all that shit that I said before, none of that's real. All right. So here's how we actually do it. I just say that for Yoshihashi because he thinks that's how it works. He thinks that usually guys are supposed to wait for him to do a move. He thinks everything has to be in position, but really it doesn't. Trust me, kid.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I kind of want this I want backstage segments with these three now. I know they don't do it in Japan, but
I don't think they do. I'd rather make them up. They're way better than ones I made up. Luke, this main event is awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. It is Ishii and Taichi versus Shota Umino and Yu Uemura. The Knockout Boys are watching Yuto Ice and Asuka.
They get a big reaction for coming out to no music too. It's great. They come out to no music. Cross like, holy shit, they're here to watch because they have the titles. I'm like, yes, they are.
They're making these tag titles. They're making me care about them.
Yeah,
and
that's rare.
It is rare. I think I started caring about them again when Ishii and Taichi had them. I was like, yay, let's go with this. And usually I would be like, I want these guys to have them forever. Knockout Boys come in. I'm just like, sorry, I've been wanting the Knockout Brothers to come back for how long have we been talking about it? Let the new guys win. And I'm invested in these guys. And this is a match to find out, of course, who's going to challenge the Knockout Brothers at New Beginning. I love this match. I know what it's going to be. I know it. It is going to be Ishii and Taichi going to great lengths to make Shota and Yu Uemura look amazing. And since they're good wrestlers, it's not going to be too hard to make either man look amazing. and they're going to get fucking close to winning. I'm going to be on the edge of my seat. The crowd's like me. We want them to because they are the forever underdogs, I guess. But we don't get it. There's a couple nasty spots in it that we can talk about, especially the brainbuster that Shota Umino does on Ishii. And then there's some nasty lariats and stuff after it. I'm like, fuck me.
Very violent match at times, yes. And maybe not for the better.
No. But I did really enjoy it, and I wasn't mad to see Shota win. He was kind of awesome in this match. I like this match. It's there. See, I just said nice things about Shota Umino. There, done.
Well, did it help that he was still wearing his diaper?
Kind of forgot about it after a while, I guess, because I was just like, this is kind of never. I like this match.
You're used to the diaper now. Okay.
Yeah. What time is it? It's diaper time.
It is diaper time whenever Shota Umino comes out. And that's like, it really makes sense with his character. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's trying to show representation for babies in the ring. So,
oh my God.
You know,
do you think New Japan are trying to position him and merchandise him so they can put his face on diapers?
On the inside, yeah.
Yeah.
On the inside of the diaper, so you poop and pee on him. Babies think that's funny. So I think that's what they're going with. So.
Hey, I guess that makes me a 43-year-old baby, Mr. Andy, because
you must love Shota Umino then.
Dude, if they had Goto versions of those, I would buy them for you.
Yeah.
Not because I think you need nappies, but because I think you would enjoy the exquisite delight of doing your business.
Oh, we would do that live on the show. It would be like this.
I'm glad you did it like that and didn't just like squat over your chair just now and just go, hey, man.
I calmly use the restroom, Luke. I don't need to push. I have lots of fiber in my diet, so you know that's smart. You know, when you get over your 40s, you better fucking eat those psyllium husks, man. I'm telling you. You know, or eat some peaches every once in a while. Whatever the fuck getting your fiber from. You got to get it. Luke, that was the first night there at Kurgan Hall. What was the second night? How we get started there?
All right. So it's also at K Hall. A bit more people this time around, as you said earlier. Excuse me. We got more Young Lion Cup. Thank you. And it's also cool to see Red Shoes out for these again. We got Shomakato versus Masatori Yasuda. But, hey, of course, this is going to be a Shomakato win. And Yasuda, he taps out to an Fujiwara
armbar. A little different, right? So that's like, hey, you're allowed to use a move now. So I like that, you know. That the crowd was like, wow, when that happened too, you know, which I kind of went wow a little bit too.
I was expecting a Brab finish, so yeah.
So next week we have another Young Lion match. No surprises here. You know, Murashima versus Daiki Nagai. Man, Daiki Nagai almost won, but I mean, come on now. Murashima is inevitable, like Okada once was. You know, he is going to beat you. He's going to throw you around. He's going to brab you the fuck out. And you're going to be like, oh, I can get to the ropes. He's going to be like, oh, you think you can? Well, I'm going to jump up and down like a crazy person. Remember that time I played air guitar with Tanahashi? I'm going to do that with your legs.
Oh, my God. That is what he's doing. That was fucking genius. Oh, my.
He gets the win. And, you know, so now we're going to have Shomakato versus Murashima, I guess, right? That's you knew that was going to be the deal, right? There's other guys still, I think, right? But, you know. Really. That's it. Yeah, that's it. It's going to be those two, and the winner gets the thing. That it better be a fucking novelty check.
Dude. I mean, I was glad to see Tenzan, but what?
No novelty check for him?
Check? Like,
he owes people so much money, they don't give him checks anymore. They want a check from him. So.
Yeah, he doesn't get paid for these things. It all gets deducted and sent to all the people that he owes money to.
They garnished his wages. Actually, Tenzan has written so many bad checks that he's not allowed to touch checks anymore in Japan. Yeah. So even if they're given to him, it's illegal for him to touch them. You know, so
he wanted to retire in his 25th year, but he still had wages to get garnished. Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, this next match was awesome. I love this.
Yeah, it's Shota Umino and Tetsuya Matsumoto versus Yuto Ice and Oscar. Fuck me, this is fast. It was just like, wow, time to die. And that's kind of what happened. Like the young lion.
Yeah.
1 minute and 20 seconds. Knockout bros making a statement. They're going like, oh, you beat the old dudes last night. Great. Well, you two are pretty much closer in age, aren't you? Look what I'm going to do this prick. You're next, shooter. I love it. I love how these guys just aren't intimidated and stuff. Like, I like these guys.
Well, Shota just got knocked out of the ring. Him and his diaper went tumbling after, and they just fucking hit Matsumoto with that giant crazy finisher. It looked insane. And the crowd's like, oh my God. Now, at first I was confused by this match because I was like, is Yuya hurt? Because he was there, but he was like just rooting them on, and they looked disappointed. They looked like they knew they were going to lose this match. Like, man, why the fuck is this the booking? That's what they were looking like. But I guess this was just like a warm-up match for, KOB, and they don't have enough wrestlers. So it had to be these guys. So, if they didn't have the New Japan Cup, it could have been two young lions with the other guys sitting at commentary, which would have been good. But, at least it wasn't Ishii and Taichi getting beat up.
Look, it was short. Fun. They covered it well, and it's fine.
Luke, the following is the last match in New Japan. Maybe not ever, but for now, for the King of Darkness, Evil. He's facing, unfortunately, the team of Master Wato, Yano, and Edward Munster. The team that he is teaming with, House of Torture, of course, Dick Togo, Yujiro Takahashi, Ren Narita, and Evil. And, Aaron Wolf does some kind of arm bar or something that makes, Yujiro tap out, which is great. But, I don't know. I didn't know this was going to be the last match. It's not the last time we're going to see Evil tonight, but it is, his last match proper in New Japan. How do you feel, Luke?
I'm fucking gutted, man. Like, I don't know.
Was he playing a blinder?
Don't start with that shit. But I don't know. I know people haven't been as big on that stuff for that since he turned heel, but man, I've liked him. He's one of the guys I latched onto when I started watching New Japan. So he's been one of my favorite guys the whole time. Now he's gone.
You used to have a cat named Ashy, and Ashy would do run-ins on our show whenever we were talking about Evil. And for some reason, your cat was like, what's that? Evil? I want to listen to you guys talk about Evil. So I'll be over here and I might chime in, and I miss that. I feel like the life cycle of Evil's character as a, heel has been the life cycle of our show. Not that our show's ending or anything like that, but like, we saw the whole thing go down. We have episodes covering all of that from the New Japan Cup turn to now. And so, you hate to see him go.
Evil shows what a big heel he is by going to the company I like the least.
That's why he did it.
Mm-hmm. A heel to the end.
He's the King of Darkness, So, I mean, there's nothing darker than WWE as far as, alignment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I didn't know it was the last one. I wasn't ready.
Me either. Now, like I said, we're going to see him one more time. And I have something very important to point out about that. So we'll get to that here in a second.
So let's do the next match then, because I think the finish is more important than the actual match itself. Not that the match is bad, but it's Jake Lee, Callum Newman, Greto Khan, Akira, and Buttbag versus Yota Tsuji, Hiromu Takahashi, Gato, Shingo Takagi, and Taiji Ishimori. So we've got mad Gato chants in this as well, which is nice. And Greto Khan's continuing this thing of beating the crap out of Shingo. Gato gets kind of fucked up. Like Shingo, like they did it the previous night where Shingo took a kind of bump. And, commentary and everyone kind of sold it like, oh, ow, ow, ow. And then they kind of built on that tonight. So he's even more a bit like, shit. Fucked up. Gato's all fucked because, like, in the spot he's in of, lowest rung I job all the time, that also means even though he's in his mid-50s, he has to be in the match the most so he can bump around and take a beating. Good way of staying fit and sharp, I guess, Mr. Gator. That's nice. The Empire just aren't playing, though. Like, there's a different vibe in this match, right? Like,
yeah.
And it's really cool. And then Zane J, he comes out. He comes out to help as well. Ishimori, he gets a hot tag, which I'm sorry, that's just so weird to me. I love Ishimori, but some guys just aren't built for getting hot tags because, like, I love him, but he looks like an asshole. Come on, he's the Chihuahua. No, I love him, but and it made me think, like, with the beating that Shingo took here, I was like, is Shingo have time off?
He did just get married, by the way, which he got
He's
married recently. He did. He got married, I believe. There was a bunch of ladies.
Beat me up so I could have a honeymoon. Yeah.
There's a bunch of ladies in the front row of one of the shows, and they had these pictures that said "Congratulations on the wedding," and it had like Shingo and his wife, and they hold it over their faces and go hee 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 behind the fucking pictures that they brought, and it was the most Japanese lady thing I've ever seen in my life. It was amazing. I'm embarrassed to be here, but look at my side. I'm embarrassed. It's like, I don't know. I love that about I love it.
I know we say a lot that, like, man, Yujiro never leaves. But, I think I just noticed it now. Now that he copped a massive beatdown and maybe going on his honeymoon or whatever, Shingo is almost always there. All the tours, everything. Like, he's always lurking.
He better come back.
Yeah. Please.
Can't lose Shingo. Come on.
Dude.
Shingo, come on.
Dude, you think I'm depressed when we've lost Evil? I will be as dejected as the day Jay White was banned and never allowed to come back until Tanahashi retired. So, yeah. So this is cool. I really like seeing this. Mostly because we're getting something cool for Akira. He's getting involved with this. Callum's, I don't know, this works for Callum. This character stuff they're doing with him. Jake Lee is that extra or that actor in the scene that even when the focus isn't on him, he's kind of doing something, though. He's not just like standing there.
He's like
he's doing something with his face or his hand, or he's just like
in sports, they say you move well without the ball. You know what I mean? He plays without the ball. That's what he does. So
yeah. So I don't know. I like his vibe. Yeah. So this is all working for me. I don't even remember who won the match for us to like a total DQ because the Empire boys just fucking destroy them. And what happens? Like Empire make Yota Tsuji watch as like this beatdown happens and shit. And yeah.
Jake Lee did pin Shingo though.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And he hit him with the big kick and all that. So
yeah, I love how they booked this. It's just like, hey, you just come in here. Well, I give you a shot for. Oh, well, I'm gonna take one now. I'm gonna make it so you have to if you want to give me some of that like machismo. What I mean? Like, are you man enough? Like, you get look what I did to your boys. If you want me, you're gonna have to put that title on the line. And Yoda's like, all right.
That's the thing. Like, as a heel, if the babyface doesn't want to fight you, then you have to do a bunch of dastardly shit to get him to fight you, right? So, that includes attacking his friends and beating them. I loved Zane J hitting Gato with a chair. That was awesome. He stomped Gato and hit him with a chair and shit.
How many young lions have you seen whack the booker in the face with a chair?
Maybe it was Show that hit him with the chair, but he definitely beat him down on the outside, and I thought that was so fun. He like yanked him out of the ring, and I suddenly like Zane J, like because when he comes out, he's working without the ball, like he's cheering United Empire, and the crowd's booing, and he's like, no, these are the guys right here. You need to cheer these guys. They're with me, so they're good. And I love that overconfidence, and it's good. Like his crazy
You still got
eyes
to be
are
a young
working
lion,
now,
you know?
yeah, I like it.
it's great.
So that was fun.
Oh, my
Next,
goodness.
Luke, we have our sixth match, which is Fujita and Robbie Eagles facing Kanemaru and Show.
With
And
a weird show tune package.
what's that? I'm sorry.
Like the video package sounded like it had kind of like just show tunes, like this weird show tuney shit. Man, I'm like, what is this? Who did this video package?
Their music that they choose for the video
Because
packages is
and
strange.
they do Doki and Despy, and it's like, and it's cool.
Yeah, that's cooler. But this match is fun. You know, there's a bunch of bunch of shit going on. People are hitting each other with chairs in this match too. There's all kinds of shenanigans, and I thought for sure House of Torture was getting the win, but no. Fujita pins Kanemaru after the thrill ride, and it was a hard-earned victory. Whenever Robbie and Fujita wrestle anybody, it is, you would say, tough as guts. It's always
Rough
like that too. It's both things. And they always like, it's kind of like that part where like some of the moves look like they hurt real bad, and it's like, but it's part of the deal. That's like they're like doing that on purpose just because it looks awesome, and it's like, wow, they go really hard. And Show and Kanemaru obviously are up to the task. So I enjoyed the match quite a bit. I was surprised by the win, but man, Fujita, like he's a top guy one day. So like let's give him all the shit. Like just give him all of it because he's awesome.
Yeah, and Robbie, he just seems like a supremely confident and unselfish dude. Like he knows how good he is. He knows he's a previous multiple time champion for New Japan. He's fine. Yeah, let's get this young guy up to scratch. And dude, he's teaching people all the time in Australia anyway. You think he's not like imparting knowledge and stuff onto Vegeta all the time? Oh, he is. And Zach, oh man. Yeah. I love Vegeta. And I love this match. So yeah, it was good. Look, even if the ratio sometimes feels like it's skewed more in House of Torture's favor sometimes, not always, but even when it does, you still need to have at least one match where they get some comeuppance and they lose. So it was nice. I liked it. So talking about a match that has a much cooler video package, it is Doki versus El Desperado. Doki, please don't leave. Baby, Doki, please don't go.
I don't think he's gonna. I got stuff to tell you about that I have suspicions of. But Luke, because Red Shoes, like he had ref the earlier matches, we get a fantasy dream book scenario. It's a match with Doki in the fucking main event of Kurgan Hall, and we get main event Marty Asami. And I was marking out. I love it. I'm so happy.
I think Andy knows what he can and can't tell me in messages on a show I haven't seen yet. And one of those things he can tell me is main event Marty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because and I was
his shoes were extra shiny. His hair looks great.
Even had a silver like Sharpie, like so he can like marker so he can mark his shoes if there was any because they're silver.
He dips them in chrome. Yeah, it's not a silver
all shiny and chrome.
It's chrome. So
what a day! What a lovely day. And Doki looks freaking awesome. His eye makeup's a bit different as well, and he had a new mask. So I was like, it made me feel, and because they'd both been messing with their masks a lot, like in the build-up, I thought we were going to get some mask shenanigans because we've seen badass battles with El Desperado where he's taken the masters off and he's done his thing. And of course, we've seen Kishin Doki, as it were, which was absolutely fantastic. So I expected a lot more of that, I guess. By the way, Despy comes out by himself. Doki with everyone,
including Evil.
Yep. So anytime Despy's on the outside, Hey, it's a lumberjack match, isn't it? Of course, Honte nerds eventually come out and help out El Desperado and clear out House of Torture. This match also didn't go exactly as I anticipated that it would, because I don't know. I just thought it would go to Despy. I guess for me, like, I love Doki and I want to see him with the gold and stuff. So I don't know. I wasn't ready for that to end, and I just thought that would go with Despy for now, but for
because
some reason,
you didn't want it to end, you figured, oh, they're definitely ending this.
Yeah. So for some reason, they love the smell of Doki's farts, and I am appreciative of this fact. I got to see him as double champion in New Japan, and I got to see him beat Despy in the main event with the Suplex de la Luna.
Yeah, hit his finisher and everything. I mean, he got help, but he hit his finish. He beat Desperado. He's slain that dragon. He slew all the dragons, Luke.
He calls himself in the post-match, he calls himself the god of the junior division.
So, Evil's leaving. The final moment of this show is Evil standing behind House of Torture with his arms wide open with Doki right in front of him. Was he anointing Doki? Is Doki the new leader of House of Torture? Is he the new fake leader of House of Torture? What is going on? Will it be Ren Narita? I would rather it be Doki. And I think that would work because he's a junior and because he can't fight his own battles versus heavyweights. That would be awesome. He's like, go get him, boys. I can't do that because I'm a junior. So I think that would be funny.
I think it could work. They typically, I know there's exceptions like Prince Devitt and stuff, but they typically choose heavies for leaders.
Sure.
So I can understand if they just slip right into Ren Narita. All right, let's go. And it's one of the new batch. Let's push him. Fuck that noise.
Gremlins 2.
That's
the new batch.
That's it. But fuck that noise. I like your idea better as Doki leader. Also, like, he's got it on lockdown most of the time with some help in the junior division. But, he's pissing off heavies as well, being the leader. So, he's going to have, get him, boy. Yeah. Dude, I love it. Yeah, give me it. I'm stoked. Look, there's things in New Japan that I am enjoying, and there always will be. And they, I guess, like, I don't know, like, who do you get mad at that someone's left? You can't. Like, maybe they wanted to leave for all we know, and it was always going to happen, and they've known for ages. All right, we'll job you out against Mr. Wolf and get your payday, and we'll send you on your way or something. You don't know. If Evil had planned this or anything like that, and it's no one's fault. It's just, I don't know. There's going to be some more shakeups. Then if there's more gaps, might see maybe a bit of an influx of some more overseas talent. No offense to these gentlemen, but I hope the overseas talent maybe. I don't need Monster Sauce, but like someone fresh or new, or
no one needs Monster Sauce.
But you know what I mean. Like, you've got to fill some gaps here and there. Hey, also, how much would STD cost to jump ship?
It's time, right? Let's go.
Yeah.
We need some super tall dude. We need, yeah. I don't know if you knew this, but Katsumi Fire, like he completed the DDT, I think it's DDT, but it might be Noah. He completed their Young Lion program and now is like an official wrestler there. So like that's another JTO guy. The Stardom is completely filled with JTO women, by the way. Now, like half the roster is JTO women. It's awesome. So like, man,
seems like Taka's like, I can easily see Taka being pretty good at teaching people how to wrestle and booking shows and helping people put matches together and shit like that.
He's got the connection, son. He's gonna get you on the big show.
Does he give you a bit of a vibe of maybe like Japan's Chavo, I guess?
Yeah, a little bit. Chavito, that guy works in the movies now and stuff. And like every time there's a show that's about wrestling or anything about wrestling, he's the guy. It's great. So,
and to be fair, like there aren't many better people for that kind of thing. Like,
He's good. Yeah.
I know he didn't always have the character, and
Good
maybe he
wrestler,
wasn't
though.
quite as good as Eddie, but who was. But Chavo was much better than people think he is. He's fucking amazing. Yeah.
Luke, the road to the new beginning is going to continue a little bit. We're almost there. We'll have some more to talk about before the big show, but I have a feeling in the run up and at new beginning, we're going to get some turns. Got to be some turns because, everything is
There's
all
gaps now.
jumbled. There's got to be turns. If we counted up how many heels and faces there are now, I bet you that's uneven at this point. So they're going to have to even that shit out. And I'm excited to see. I am not super excited though. I gotta say, it's like it's a roller coaster. My emotions are a roller coaster when it comes to wrestling. And some days after Wrestle Kingdom, I'm very happy, and some days after Road to Evil leaving, I'm sad.
Yeah, we're at the top of the roller coaster, but it didn't last as long as we wanted it to, and on our way back down. But the good thing about that is that it'll go back up. I'm still interested in seeing what happens, and then talking shit with my boy from Ohio. So that'll never change.
You can just call me your boy. I don't want it out there that I'm from Ohio. It's sad.
Oh, okay. Well, you're my boy then.
I guess it is. It's out there already, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, like, you did so many episodes of The Road Home from Wrestling, and I'm pretty sure it probably came up. A lot of those shows would have been locals. Yeah. You're dead.
Well, we used to go to Kentucky too, and Indiana. So we did all of the states in the Midwest tri-state area, Luke.
Is KFC just called FC there?
No, it's called KFC too, because people from Kentucky are stupid. And so if you just put FC, they'd be like, but which one?
Doesn't FC mean football club?
No.
Or is that a UK thing? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is an FC Cincinnati. It is very popular. I have never once been to a match. Excuse me.
Fucking match. They play games. Get out of here.
I don't know. That's not grass. It's pitch, right? I don't
know. Yeah. We call them pitch sometimes as well. It's cricket. I don't know. Who cares? It made me talk about sports ball. You're like determined. One day you will love the sports ball.
In baseball, there's a pitcher, but he throws off a mound that doesn't have pitch on it.
In Australia, we drink pitches.